you want it to grow, if you have a business that you want to take to the next level, or if you're just starting a business, then what I'm about to share with you is the number one, I repeat, number one way to build your business by a street. So why don't we cut straight to the chase, Angie, and there is a slide that I'll get everybody to have a quick look at. It's all the various ways that we can collaborate with each other. The next slide, please, Angie.
Yep. Can you all see that?
Yep.
Okay. Now, look, I really think it's important that you start asking more people if they are open to collaborating with you to create win-wins. You don't have to do the marketing and promoting of your business on your own. In fact, that's not the smart way to do it anyway. We all know that the best business comes to us by way of word of mouth referrals and introductions. What we say about ourselves, about our business, is bullshit. What other people say about us behind our back about our business is a billion times more powerful. Now, most people don't have a strategic approach to making word of mouth happen. They just hope that it does. By churning out good work and keeping customers loyal, we all hope that we will get more referrals and more introductions to our ideal clients who will pay us what we want to charge, not what they want to ask for. But we don't have, in my opinion, a strategic approach to making this happen. So there's a list of 7 or 8 ways that you can work closer together with each other on the presumption that you trust and like each other and share the same values as each other, that you can tap into each other's audience, you can tap into each other's client or customer base, you can tap into each other's networks to get the word out to more people who are likely to want to buy from you or refer their friends to you. Some of you might already do a little bit of this, but I'll give a garden party if you are doing this on a strategic, systematic, discipline-focused basis with 10 or 12 or 13 or up to 20 people. Find ways to collaborate with people. Find ways to create win-wins for each other. And make what you see on the screen your number one marketing strategy, because it is your number one marketing strategy. And my expertise and my experience tells me that most people don't have a strategy around these things. It's more ad hoc and random and haphazard. So there you have the best ways to get the word out about your business. Do it with and in conjunction with like-minded people with similar values to you, people who are successful and honest and have a good reputation and are keen to grow their business. Angie, could we flip to the next slide, please?
Sure. Whoops.
Just a couple of observations, some insights. Without making it too black and white, because there's always the grey, I avoid looters. Other names for looters are takers, users, and wankers. And there are men versions of those and female versions of those. It was interesting to hear, who is our NLP lady here? What's your name?
I think Janine has needed to go on. She had a clinic running.
Well,
yeah.
I can't.
Janine. Oh, no, Janine, she's still there.
Yep.
There,
yeah.
I'm still here.
Is that the NLP lady?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a chat with you down the track. There might be people in my networks that should know you. Let me know if that's a conversation you want to have.
Right.
Yep, definitely.
But Janine, you will know that you can pick people if you listen to them long enough and talk to them long enough. You can pick them. And I like to work with people who are open and giving and genuine about creating success for other people without strings attached. These are the people that you need to be collaborating with. People with the same or similar values. Things that you value and they value, and you're in sync on those, you've got a great chance of making the collaboration last and be productive. I like to work with people who are interested in fostering, developing long-standing relationships, not short-term transactions. And there's a huge difference. Mm-hmm. Short-term transactions get the money in the till straight away, but they do nothing to drive word of mouth. And we all want word of mouth. We want more of it because that's the most profitable business that we can ever hope to get. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, like relationships, you can't go from 0 to 100 overnight. So be patient with people. I just got off a little Zoom collective meeting with a mob called WA Leaders, and I met a guy called Andre, who is a scaling up coach, and I've heard about him before from some reliable sources. There's good word of mouth about him, and I said to Andre, send me a few words that I could tweak to suit my personality and style that I could say about you on LinkedIn. There were a whole bunch of my networks out there to get you a little bit of publicity and see what that might develop for you. So he's just sent me through a few words, which I will just alter a bit, make it more Ron Gibson stylish, and I'll get that out for him. He's going to do the same thing for me. And we'll call each other in a week's time and let each other know how many views and how many comments and how many likes and those sorts of things we've had for each other. And then we'll take it to the next level if we continue to like each other and see what else we can do. Mm-hmm. And then if I like the cut of his jib and he likes the cut of my jib, I will propose to him, let's have a recurring fortnightly or 3-weekly meeting where we convene for 20 minutes to figure out what we can do for each other for the next week, and the next week, and the next week, and the next week. It's got to be ongoing. It can't be just a one and done. So this is the mindset, and this is the formula. My belief is, in 30 years of running my business, that works, particularly if you're selling business to business, particularly if you rely on word of mouth referrals, relationships, and conversations for your business. Angie, could we switch to the next slide, please?
Sure. Look how whiz I am at this, mate.
You are. Now, I'm not advocating that you have something as detailed as this, but you need a way. This is a client of mine, WA Leaders, a relationship action plan that I'm working with them on. There are a whole bunch of consultants and lawyers and accountants and engineers and architects and IT specialists, coaches. And my message to them is, over the course of the next 5 years, you need to cultivate a list of between 5 and 20 people that go onto this spreadsheet. And you can see the various columns there, and the fifth one in, date of the first face-to-face. Now, that can be on Zoom at the moment, but nothing's going to trump a handshake and a face-to-face, warm and fuzzy, catch up over coffee, drinks, or a bite to eat. Yeah. That will never change, especially if you're looking to do large dollar deals with people. Small stuff, a couple of $1,000 you can do on Zoom. But when you start getting into 5 and 6 and 7 figures, then the business is done face-to-face. And you'll see there that you need, in my opinion, at least 4 face-to-face meetings with that person. And I call these things aces. You can see aces across the top of the screen there. There are 3 ways to deal an ace to someone in your network. You can send them something of relevance, importance, pertinence, urgency to them. You can send them something. Or you can invite them to something. Why not Engine Room Hub? That might be of relevance, pertinence, value, of interest to them. Or you can introduce them to someone that might be of value, pertinence and relevance to them. If ever you want a way to nurture a relationship and feed and water a relationship and to generate reciprocity and put yourself in a position where you can ask for the business and give a pitch about your business, is deal aces to people every day without fail. I'm a give value person first. A give value first person. I don't expect people to become clients of mine before I start giving them value. I think that's bullshit. I give value first. No strings attached. And the value that I give is designed to help people win, to help them score, to help them profit, to help them produce, or help them become more efficient, or improve their golf swing. But I know what kind of an age people want because I ask them. And I'm consistently reaching out and touching people all the time. Now, you don't need 5,000 people on LinkedIn to grow your business. What you need is 25 to 30 to maybe 40 people that you have a collaborative relationship with. Because if they trust you, believe you, like you, and have confidence in you, they will open the gate to all the people they know and sing about you from the high heavens about how great you are. And that's what you want. Just one other thing, you need to do this for them too. You need to help them in some way. It can't be a one-way street. But this is how it works. This is how it works. Can we go to the next slide, please? You need a spreadsheet for something like this to manage your relationships.
That was all the slides there. We just went, that was your final slide.
Yeah. So let me finish up this presentation by sharing this. Everyone tells me they have these networking meetings and coffee chats and they do breakfast and they go to these things and they talk to people and they go on Zoom and they meet people and have conversations and they walk away and nothing happens. Well, maybe an email gets exchanged and I might say, Barry, lovely to meet you today and I like that hat and glasses outfit you're wearing today, make me feel nice and relaxed in your company. If ever I meet someone who's a right client for you, you can bet your bits I'll send them through to you. I mean, how many times have we received that book? It never happens. Or it might happen once. The idea of a conversation is that you walk away with something concrete to do for the person. And they walk away with something concrete to do for you. And then it needs to be actioned by both parties. So I love asking people questions like this. What can I do for you right now? What can I do for you this week? What can I do for you this month to promote and get the word out about your business? And I'm locking the door until you tell me, so you can't escape until you tell me how I can promote your business. And I'm deadly serious about it. And I let them know what they can do for me. And I make sure that they're clear on who I want to work with. You need to be able to make that statement down the bottom. Right now, you are looking for connections too. That's what I say to people, B2B professionals, accountants, engineers, lawyers, architects, consultants who want help with getting clients. Who should I talk to? You need to get into the habit of being able to make a statement like that at a time when you've earned the right to say it.